Hey, and welcome to my garden. I am currently planting cilantro and lettuce. Thank God for long nails because lettuce seeds are really tiny. Um, we go through a lot of lettuce. I am planting these because my mom is coming to town. My mom has cancer, and although she did get rid of her cancer at one point in time, my mom decided she was gonna still eat bad, right? And um, eating good is part of the reason you stay away from cancer. I mean, it's obvious, right? Right now, I'm just gibbering and jabbering. But yeah, so this is my cilantro and my lettuce. I'm gonna place it over there, and you cannot see that far. I don't think this thing will follow me that far. So we'll just talk for right now while I let this soak in. Um, we're gonna talk about the Hoxsey diet, and the reason we're doing that is because I was just on my TikTok and I saw somebody say something about Hoxsey, and fake because he's a fake because my ginger is dying. So let me get this out of here. That he was a fake because he died of cancer. Yes, he did die of cancer. I ain't gonna lie. Um, and he did choose to do um, chemo after that. Now, what people are mistakenly or are not understanding is that the Hoxsey doctors will never tell you not to do chemo. That is your choice and oh crap! I just broke it. Um, that is your choice and your choice only to make, right? And even when I took my mom, they told me this is your mom's choice, not your choice, right? Um, so yeah. So anyways, um, they do tell you that they are not 100%, and that's a mistake that some people go down there and they make. They think it's going to be 100%, and it's not. It is actually 80%, and it's all has to do with you deciding whether or not you're going to do what you need to do to survive, right? They are not miracle workers. What they do is they show you how to use the miracle of nature to grow, and they tell you to relax. They tell you to do stuff to lower your cortisol levels because that also helps with cancer, right? High stress levels help to feed cancer, and people don't seem to understand that. Um, so yeah, he ended up dying of cancer. Um, maybe he wasn't following his own advice, but I do know that one of my best friends, she means the world to me. She had cancer, and she is now 8.5, 9 years cancer free. So I know it works. My mom's cancer was cleared out in 3 months, and that's also due to, hold on, let me plant some more of these seeds. That's also due to the Hoxsey. My mom was also using chemotherapy, so I'm not gonna lie to you. She also opted to do both, which is something that some people do, and the Hoxsey clinic will not tell you not to use it, not to do conventional medicine. They're not going to tell you not to because it's, again, your choice. Hold on, I'm going to take you with me real quick so I can sit down and have a conversation. Because this might be a long one. So anyways, let me get you right here. Okay, so yeah. Hoxsey is okay. Let me get this together because sometimes people start to say shit that pisses me off. But Hoxsey is not a miracle medicine that people think it is. What Hoxsey is a way of life that we had back in the caveman days. That they have a way of life in Europe. You know, you go to Europe, there is not a lot of processed foods. You go to Mexico, deep down in Mexico, not Tijuana, not Juarez, not, you know, I'm talking deep down into Mexico, and you're gonna find that they also eat correctly. They eat foods that are from the ground. Their animals are fed food from the ground. If they don't add all this processed foods. If you go to Europe or you go to Mexico and you go to the grocery store and you buy food and you take it to your refrigerator, it lasts max 4 or 5 days. Max. Now, you come here and you tell me why I had a bag of cucumbers that lasted 4 weeks. I had apples and plums in my refrigerator that lasted for months. That's because of all of the processed stuff that they put on, all of the different chemicals that they put on it, and that's what's giving us cancer. Along with a few other things, the radiation from the microwave, the hormones that they put in our meat. And so when you go to Hoxsey, it's basically what they're telling you. That's my stuff back there. But basically what they're telling you, what they're showing you is how to eat correctly. And what Hoxsey did was he made a tincture that helps to detox your body, made of like burdock root, poker root, minerals, silver, copper, things like that, that help to clean out your body so that your body starts to learn again how to clean itself up, how to take all the bad stuff out, because we have taught here in America, we have taught our bodies to accept all of the bad things that we put in. And that's where the misconception is when people go to Mexico and they go to the Hoxsey and they're like, oh no, it's not right. Well, let me tell you this. My mom is currently going through chemotherapy. My daughter took her some almond butter and some apples to eat for her snack because, we're following that Hoxsey diet. Now, mind you, my daughter has about the same amount of grace as I do, and she dropped the almond butter because you don't use plastic either when you're on the Hoxsey diet. You use glass. And so anyway, she dropped the butter. It broke, got glass on the apples or whatever. So my daughter had to throw it away. But she thought to herself, well, I'll go downstairs and see what they have. All they had at the cancer clinic was chips, cookies, candies, and it's like, how is this going to be what you provide to your cancer patients? Like, why not provide healthy foods, apples, greens, lots of greens. I mean, just greens and greens and greens and greens and greens, because that's what helps your body digesting. It's your gut health that's going to help you fight your cancer. And so then you get these people on TikTok and on Facebook and on YouTube who are arguing about how the Hoxsey diet is bad, when it's not. It's you eating correctly. It's you farming your own stuff. Tell me why. There was an article that I read, and I wish I remembered where it came from, because I was going to put it on here and I forgot. Where the United States is trying to make a deal with Mexico. Mexico said no for the most part of all of it, with the exception of a couple of them. I believe it was oranges. I don't remember what it was, but or avocados. That they were going to make it so that you couldn't germinate the seeds. What kind of crap is that, right? Why don't you want us to grow our own vegetables? Why? Because it's healthier. The sicker you are, the more they make, the more money they make. So, that being said, hold on, I'm going to put a pause on real quick. Sorry, I thought my niece was coming out. But anyways, that's what I got to say. I hope you enjoyed a little bit. I'm going to let you go because the children are up. Bye.